Almost a full year after its initial release, Get Out is returning to theaters for a brief theatrical run following the announcement that it was nominated for 4 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, Best Actor, and Best Director. In Universal Pictures' Get Out, a speculative thriller from Blumhouse, producers of The Visit, Insidious series and The Gift, and the mind of Jordan Peele, when a young African-American man visits his white girlfriend's family estate, he becomes ensnared in a more sinister real reason for the invitation. Now that Chris, Daniel Kaluuya, Sicario, and his girlfriend, Rose, Allison Williams, girls, have reached the meet the parents milestone of dating, she invites him for a weekend getaway upstate with Missy, Catherine Keener, Captain Phillips, and Dean, Bradley Whitford, the cabin in the woods. At first, Chris reads the family's overly accommodating behavior as nervous attempts to deal with their daughter's interracial relationship, but as the weekend progresses, a series of increasingly disturbing discoveries lead him to a truth that he could have never imagined. The film has proven to be groundbreaking in a variety of contexts. For starters, the film debuted at a time of year which is often considered a dumping ground for films, as it's so far away from the end of the year that films released in January, February and March are often completely forgotten about. Instead, Get Out proved to be so memorable that audiences were still thinking about it almost a year later. Filmmaker Peele, who made a name for himself in the comedy world, delivered countless laughs with the film. Despite the humor, the movie is incredibly heavy on horror, with its Oscar consideration proving that horror films are just as compelling as dramas. Get Out wasn't the only horror-related film to earn acclaim from the Oscars, as Guillermo del Toro's The Shape of Water earned more nominations than any other film. Del Toro's movie isn't straightforward horror, but does feature a woman who falls in love with an aquatic monster that doesn't speak, acting as almost an unofficial sequel to Creature from the Black Lagoon. Check your local listings to find screenings of Get Out, which will expand to more screens this weekend.